Listen anytime, anywhere at 1580thefanatic.com.
Quiet, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Friday here on the Daily Blender. And your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. As we broadcast live in our luxurious and super high-tech studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. And wow, game one of the NFL season has happened. It took some effort, but we got there. What a mess. It was a fun mess to watch. It's left me with some questions. I will get to that question here in a second. But first, you had Ben Van Sumeren going down to a knee injury. And then you had Jalen Carter ejected for Haktua on Dak Prescott. Well, at first, everybody's like, well, why is he spitting on him? And I'm like, I don't know why he's spitting on him. Here's a picture of it happening right there. And no, that's authentic.
That's not right.
That's authentic.
I did not see that at all.
Yeah, you'd have to be watching the YouTube to get that joke. Sorry, people driving home.
That's the Haktua gal, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, it is.
And so, but then there were just like fight after fight after fight after fight.
Oh yeah.
And then the Lord said, I need a break from this nonsense. And lightning delay for over an hour.
Yeah.
What a crazy mess of a game that it was. And it left me with this question. I mean, we're going to cover all the bases on this, but does this mean that the Cowboys are better than we thought they were, or are the Eagles not as good as they were before? Because this was an evenly matched game, 24-20, and the Eagles really had to work to get this win.
Well, I don't think it means that the Eagles are not as good. And I don't think it means the Cowboys are that good. This is game one of a long season. This is the way it worked out. Everybody's pretty fresh. They're just coming off training camp. Everybody excited to hit, another team and not their own team. And everybody's excited. I mean, it's like Major League Baseball opening day. It's huge. Everybody's excited to get out there.
Right.
And now here it is September, and everybody's just kind of grinding to the end, Yep. Teams that are in the playoffs are trying to win every game. Teams that have nothing to play for are trying to beat those teams trying to make the playoffs. It's just you kind of grind it out. So I don't think so, Jeffrey. I don't think we can form an opinion on game one. I don't know about you, Triple H. What do you think?
There were a lot of encouraging signs for Dallas. Dallas had more first downs, more total yards, more yards per play. So
this can't be just because Jalen Carter wasn't there, right?
No,
I mean, he is
no.
an amazing player.
Oh,
but
sure.
Yeah.
I think about this. If you're a Cowboys fan, I'm going to spin it this way because the Cowboys have had a rough offseason. They had a rough year last year, so I'm going to give them some positivity. It took CeeDee Lamb dropping 3 passes for you to lose to Philadelphia on the road. They are 1 Miles Sanders fumble away from beating the Eagles on the road. Think about that. That's a pretty encouraging sign for Dallas.
Well, see, you're going to look at it from one direction, but I was looking at it from both directions because it's either one got better or one got worse. That's a very simple equation. And for me, I never felt like it was something the Eagles couldn't handle. The Eagles seemed to be in control, except for their defense. Their defense wasn't playing as well as you would expect.
Mm-hmm.
Dak Prescott does what he's going to do. I mean, he had some darts get dropped. It was just heartbreaking to work that hard and to put the ball right. I mean, I'm talking microscopic surgical precision in some of those passes to be then dropped by CeeDee Lamb, who you just paid a crap ton of money to.
Well, the problem is it hit CeeDee Lamb in the wrong place, right in his hands.
See, that's the problem.
Throw the ball a foot one way or the other. He'll probably catch the damn thing.
Right? So, by the way, remember when Jerry Jones said about Micah Parsons, we let him go because we need to stop the run game. Hey, great job.
Yeah.
Great job stopping the run game.
Yeah. I mean, this is, again, game one against the league's most ferocious running back and also a quarterback that can hurt you too. So how do you, I mean, they contained him They contained 26 for a while.
Yeah.
They held him back. He did get that touchdown, but they held him down pretty good. But they couldn't stop the quarterback from hurting him.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Dak Prescott led the NFL in passing yards this year, because
Well, that's exactly what Scott, the fantasy football king Engel, was saying too. He's just, because he's going to be playing from behind.
Yep.
And he's going to be playing for his life.
Right.
So absolutely. And he's capable of doing things.
He
It's
is.
just you get to a certain point and then suddenly he's not.
This team is going to be put on Dak Prescott's back the whole season.
Oh,
I think
well,
that's
yeah,
one that
yeah.
was clearly evident. And in the past, it's been some of those Dan Quinn defenses, or in the past, some of those Zeke Elliott run games. No. This team is going to be put on Dak Prescott's back. You could see it. Some of the throws he was making when he was attacking the seam on
And he
those cover
tackled the
twos.
guy.
They were aggressive. They were like threading the needle. They are letting Dak Prescott cook this year. So the game plan, you can see from the get-go with Schottenheimer, has completely changed in Dallas. This is going to be an aggressive team because they know that defense probably isn't going to cut it, and they're going to have to win some shootouts.
It'll be fun to watch. Although I did have one question about the whole lightning delay thing last night.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, all right, everybody off the field, everybody in the lower levels,
Right.
take shelter. The rest of you, good luck. Well, wait, we're up higher. The lightning's going to hit us first. You should have thought of that before you bought that cheap ass ticket. All right,
Yeah.
everybody, good luck.
Oh, that ticket wasn't cheap, by the way, Jeff.
Did that seem wrong to anybody but me? That they were just left out there flailing in the lightning?
I didn't think of that, but I guess now that you bring
No,
it
of course
up,
not,
sure.
Harris, because you don't think of the pores. You
Couldn't
don't
they-
think of the pores.
Here we go.
Couldn't they go out of there onto the concourse? I mean, isn't there a way for him to get to the concourse?
I don't know. It's just the way they worded the evacuation notice. They're like, all right, you people down here, go take shelter. The rest of you, well, yeah, whatever. We don't care. We don't care. You're fine.
You guys paid the money. That's all we asked for. We just want
Listen,
our
you're
money.
clearly not season ticket holders, but we already have your money for tonight. So, here, let me give you a roll of Reynolds wrap, tinfoil. Go ahead. Just hold that up.
Wow.
Let's have a
Wow.
light show. Come on.
You know,
Make
Jeffrey,
yourself useful.
those average ticket prices of each NFL game, you know how much the Eagles-Cowboys average ticket price was? It's the most expensive one in the league, $234.
Man.
So those guys in the nosebleeds, man, hey, they deserve some respect. They paid a lot of money too. So
I'm pretty sure that that amount of money, you can still buy a television. I'm feeling
yeah.
like you can, and a
totally
streaming
could.
service
you
to
totally
watch
could.
it. Although it was on NBC. By the way,
Yeah.
tonight when you try to watch a Brazil game
Yeah.
with the Chiefs and the Chargers, that is on YouTube. It's either free for you on regular YouTube, or you can watch it on your YouTube TV. There's a little thing on the live TV part where you just click a button. So, but it is a free to watch YouTube show,
Wow.
but it's not on
Yeah.
regular television.
Okay, well, that's awesome. I didn't even know it was a free to watch. Wow. How about that?
Yeah. I had the boy here check it. He's like, hey, could you could you get it on your and he did. He's like, yeah, there it is. All right.
Cool.
By the way, this whole lightning thing, another fact came out.
Yeah.
The Eagles have won 2 Super Bowls, both week 1 Thursday openers in Philly the following season, delayed by lightning.
Wow.
Huh.
That's
Dun,
an
dun,
amazing
dun.
stat. I mean, wow.
That's after, though. That's not like telling you a story about the season. It's just
Yeah.
kind of weird. It happened both times.
Yeah,
Wow.
wild coincidence. Yeah.
Harris's dad says Philly ran out of fan room in the concourse when they filled the concourse with jails and courts and stuff like that. Just put them all in the jail. They're used to it. It's
That's
Philadelphia.
Hey, these are the guys that threw stuff at Santa Claus. I have no
Oh,
pity
yeah.
for them.
They're
I mean,
relentless.
they get electrocuted. They had it coming.
yeah,
in-
for
in my
batteries
mind,
at
you know?
Santa Claus. Come on now. Yeah.
Silver Pop says, good afternoon, gentlemen. Jeffrey, I've got a question. Will Ralph be on the show today? I want to show him something.
Uh-oh.
You know what? Why don't you just email him directly? I don't need to see this
Ooh.
nastiness, whatever it
Yeah,
is you're
yeah.
about to show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe he
Uh-huh.
will. Maybe he won't. That's up to him. Suffering A's fan says Jerry Jones saying that they were one impact defensive play from winning is diabolical.
Oh, yeah.
He's not
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, I can't believe you'd even talk to anybody after that.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you said, "Oh, we're going to stop the run," and they put like what was 138 yards on Dallas. It just
Yeah,
ran right
yeah.
through them, and
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts just kind of waltzed into the end zone,
Oh, yeah.
mostly unchallenged on that one play. So
Settle
Yeah,
down
Jerry.
just a little bit.
Jerry needs to be quiet.
I want to give some respect to this Dallas defense for a little bit because Philly did have 158 rushing yards, but because they carried the ball 38 times. Saquon Barkley only averaged 3.3 yards per carry. So he, for the most part, was fairly contained.
Yeah, and that opened it up for who?
For Jalen Hurts. Right.
So he played his part. Saquon Barkley, you can't say a bad thing about him. He's still a beast, and he still got you the points. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're right about it, but you also have to tell the whole story.
Sure. I'm going to blame more so this secondary because Jalen Hurts went 19 of 23. What is that? Doing the math, that's like 80-something, 70-something%. And so, man, it's hard to win. Yeah, it's hard to win when your quarterback is completing just that high of a percentage of passes. That tells me that the Cowboys were probably playing a lot of zone, probably super conservative, and just letting a lot of things go. And Jalen Hurts was just taking it and kind of torching him.
Baker's Cocky Hen says CeeDee Lamb has those Frank Sanders hands. You know, grabs the tough ones, then drops the easy ones.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Really messed up, but true. Berg says go Sox. I'll say go Diamondbacks, and let's just have some fun with it this weekend.
Yeah.
Chosen One says silver lining for the Cowboys. Trayvon Diggs and Darren Bland against the best wide receiver duo in the league, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith combined. 4 catches, 24 yards, 0 touchdowns. Despite the loss, Trey and Bland were the ones who showed out.
Yeah, that's true. It was a lot of like Goddard played well, and they had a lot of unforeseen heroes in that Philly receiving core that played quite well. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, very contained. Hats off to those corners, man. They did a good job.
I'm just looking at a replay here of CeeDee Lamb's misses, his drops, and they were 100% drops. Do you think Jerry's?
I thought you were looking at a picture of his misses.
No,
like his wife.
No,
I'm like,
no.
Where did you get those?
His drops. Drops. I corrected myself very quickly because I know that Moist One is probably on the line there. But do you think Jerry's sitting up there in the luxury box going, "Boy, did I pay this guy too much"?
Probably
I don't
yes.
think so. I think
in his head, yes. He can't make a mistake, so he'll never admit it out loud. But I'm sure there's a moment of, oh man, after what we just paid him, he better get his act together.
I think it's just week 1 rust, man. This happened with CeeDee Lamb last year. Remember that? Dropping a lot of passes at the beginning.
Nobody's more rusty than the Cowboys since they never go anywhere in the playoffs. But
yeah, they do have a lot of time off.
I appreciate week 1 rust or maybe week 1 jitters, but these guys just came out of a month-long training camp.
Yeah,
where he caught, I don't know, maybe 200 balls during the training camp. I mean, I just can't. Maybe jitters, but I can't.
For the record, Your Honor, I have an ex-wife joke that I'm going to abstain from. I just want it to be shown on the record.
Yes, granted. Yes,
thank you. Beer Nut says,
confirmed,
I told you all,
sustained.
Cowboys have a great team. That offensive line is going to be great for Dak. He did tell us. I can confirm that. He did tell us.
I hope so.
Well, is Dallas going to be great? I don't know. But Dallas has been catching a lot of crap about their expectations are really low. The lowest in Dallas in a long time. And I think they can exceed those expectations. That doesn't mean I think they can be a great team. I think they just have too many flaws outside of that passing game that are going to hold them back from going far in the playoffs.
Walter Mellon says, you're right, Triple H. Fire CeeDee Lamb. Can't believe he dropped those passes.
Oh my goodness. I never said to fire CeeDee Lamb. I mean, he's a dynamic playmaker, and I think it'll just take time. He was doing the same thing last year, and he was fine. So,
Mr. Wilbur says, and allow me to speak for Triple H. I think the Dallas Cowboys or the Philadelphia Eagles would be beaten by probably 4 or 5 SEC teams. Sounds like Harris. It does. You're not, and his dad. Silver Pop says, do you guys have like the SEC logo on your Christmas card, by the way? I feel like you do.
Not yet.
I feel like that's there somewhere.
Not yet, but
we're going to have Harris's college Hicks picks in the next hour. Promise.
Oh, yeah.
Silver Pop says, well, it goes for Harris. Also, he was sucking on the Seahawks and talking smack about the Cardinals having a cupcake strength of schedule. Now, look at this.
What does that have to do with?
I have no idea. Silver Pop sometimes talks and
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah. Heavy Metal Maniac says that game was ugly.
Oh, we lost him.
Think we did. Check your batteries, Jeffco. Check your batteries.
Yeah,
all
Jeffrey.
right.
Anyway,
All right.
Randy. So
Yes.
yeah. So what else stuck to you about the game? What else stuck out to you?
Well, I mean, I just can't believe that Jalen Carter. Well, I can believe it. I can believe it that he spit on Dak Prescott, because this is the same guy that had the driving incident when he was with the Georgia Bulldogs. Remember that a few years ago, 2 years ago or so, reckless driving and racing that killed killed a football player and a recruiting staffer. Remember that?
Yeah.
Wow, what the hell did I just come back to? It was like
Well,
20 seconds, and now we're talking about a homicide.
No, I'm talking about the spit.
Jalen Carter.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he said, "What else stood out to you?" And I said the spitting incident. I said I started by saying I can't believe it, but then I said I can believe it because this is the same guy that was involved in that reckless driving incident that killed another football player and a recruiting assistant or whatever. Back in Georgia when he was in Georgia after that national championship season.
I don't know if I can really attach that action with the other action, but here's the thing. Dak Prescott kind of had it coming. Let me explain. Now, before it happened, Dak Prescott was jibber-jabbering at him, giving the eyes and stuff. There's video from another angle that shows he was saying something or acting a certain way, and then he kind of went like that and kind of went, what are you going to do about it? And then he went, I'll tell you what I'm going to do about it. And he walked over to him. So Dak Prescott instigated it. And then, of course, Jalen Carter took it too far, where he walked over and spit on his chest. So in the grand scheme of things, I think when the NFL looks at this later, they're going to see, well, Dak Prescott was gunging up this guy. I mean, it's his responsibility to take care of his own emotions and actions. But I bet they're going to go easy on him, like one game or something.
Well,
if they suspend him, maybe they'll just fine. They might just fine him.
This guy's had other on-field incidents. He club-handed that player during the punt a few years ago. I'm just looking at the article here on CBSSports.com, but he's no angel himself. Whether he
nobody's saying he is, but I don't know if this is deserving of a big suspension.
Well, I mean, if we're in public and I spit on Harris, I could be arrested for assault.
I wouldn't let that happen.
That is some weak sauce, though.
I'm just telling you,
weak sauce.
In the days we live in right now, if you spit on someone, I mean, that's one of the most egregious acts you can do. Whether he was taunted by Dak Prescott or not, yet the guy spit on him, and I hope that never. He says in his press conference that'll never happen again. I hope he's right on that, because this is an egregious act, in my opinion. You just don't spit on somebody else, especially another man. If that was me and he spit on me, it turns into a fight real fast.
Dak Prescott was wise because, as they mentioned, Dak Prescott has shed some pounds and he's lean, and this guy's big, and this guy spits on him. And he's just like, oh my God, that just happened. Like, he didn't even react like you would normally where you want to fight a guy. Dak Prescott was smart enough to not.
Yeah.
Harris's dad says, I promise to never spit on or in proximity to any of you. Crop dusting, though, that's another matter.
Hey, listen, at our age, when you got to let it go, let it fly, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chief Skull says, good afternoon, gentlemen. Harris, is Jeffrey broadcasting from La Quinta Inn? No, I'm in a...
That's a funny one.
I'm in a guest room. Because there was some work done in the house. I'm not going out of town this weekend. I'm going out next weekend.
A La Quinta Inn.
No, moist one. I will not spit on you. I'll tell my wife that the guest room looks like a La Quinta Inn.
Yeah. That's funny.
Against the Spread says, what time do you guys go off air today? I was going to send my college football picks over. Well, we're going to be done at 4:30. We're doing Hicks picks at 4 right after we get into that hour. So that's how much time you got. Quiet Cannon says Eagles only made one mistake. They should have said somebody from the practice squad instead of Jalen Carter to do the spitting. Oh, I see what you're saying. To send over somebody they didn't need.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know
what?
It was
a spur of the moment thing.
I'm with Jeffrey on this one because you look at the clip, Randy. Dak looked at him and spit in his general direction. He didn't spit.
He had that laughing, smiley look in his eyes,
kind of punchable look of saying I just spit in your direction. There ain't nothing you're gonna do about it. And then he went over and he spit on him because Dak was kind of asking for it. He's right.
So okay, he was
Yeah.
kind of asking for it. So the
Yeah.
next time one of these big dogs gets up here and hits a home run and acts like he just changed the world, stands there and puts his hand up and watches it fly, flips his bat and does all this hop and hula around the bases. So that the pitcher should keep that in mind, and then the next time that guy comes up, just absolutely dismantle him. Just hit him so hard his clothes fall off. Is that what I'm hearing right now? Because I
Well,
can't
that sounds
believe
right to me.
I can't believe that I'm hearing
Hit his
Harris
clothes fall
tell
off.
me that you are allowing a pitcher to go ahead and just absolutely decleat somebody with a fastball after he stands there and parties like it's 1999 after hitting a damn home run.
I'd vote for that personally. I would. Yeah.
If he looked at him wide-eyed and smirked and spit in his general direction,
Huh.
then that's where I'd be
Oh.
like, all right,
Okay.
that's crossing the line.
Okay,
But
okay.
when you flip the bat, you flip it because you hit the home run. It's not like
no,
at him.
no, it's like
It's just because you
look
hit the
at
home
what
run. It's
I
not toward
did.
him.
Look at how
Yeah.
I conquered that.
I
Look
think
at
it's okay
that.
to celebrate.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
all right.
celebrate by
right.
spitting in someone's general direction.
Then you
I don't
agree
know
with
those
me,
two
Harris.
apply.
You agree with me that it's
No.
okay for the pitcher to get some payback the next time
Oh,
around.
I do not. You're trying to corner me. I don't appreciate it.
I'm just saying that's what
no,
I'm
no,
hearing.
No. That's these two
I'm
are
all
different
for it.
things.
I'm staying out of the way.
There you go. There you see, Jeffrey's on my side, so you
Mr.
lose
Neutral over there.
by a count of 2 votes to 1.
All right. Well, it's not a democracy either. So we got to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little more about this game. We're not going to sit on this forever because we got tons of other NFL games to talk about coming up this weekend, and there's a lot going on. So let's talk about that. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Miss any part of the Daily Blender? Download the free podcast at 1580thefanatic.com.
If you're running late to work, speeding may seem like the faster option, but it can actually slow you down. Speeding puts you, your loved ones, and everyone else on the road at risk. It's a dangerous habit that can lead to crashes, fines, and even fatalities. Remember, speeding makes it harder to stop quickly for pedestrians, road crews, or even the unexpected. Speeding is illegal. Slowing down saves lives. For more information, visit slowdown.az.gov. This message is sponsored by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Hello, I'm Shannon Estes, president of CMI Gold and Silver.
And I'm her husband, Johnny Estes, VP of CMI Gold and Silver.
My father, Bill Haynes, founded CMI Gold and Silver in Phoenix in 1973. We are the oldest precious metals bullion dealer in the U.S. As a family-operated business, we educate first, giving our clients the power to make informed buying and selling decisions.
We offer low prices because Bill instilled in us the desire to get the most bullion into the hands of the American people for the fewest paper dollars. Visit our website for an abundance of information at cmigs.com.
Although we may be new to you, my father was one of the pioneers of the bullion precious metals industry in the U.S. He began selling only 100-ounce silver bars in the early 1970s until Americans' right to own gold was restored in 1974.
Visit our website, cmigs.com, and get to know us or call and chat with one of our non-commissioned brokers at 602-234-2300. That's 602-234-2300, or visit cmigs.com.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Company credit approval, not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends September 30th, 2025.
If you're running late to work, speeding may seem like the faster option, but it can actually slow you down. Speeding puts you, your loved ones, and everyone else on the road at risk. It's a dangerous habit that can lead to crashes, fines, and even fatalities. Remember, speeding makes it harder to stop quickly for pedestrians, road crews, or even the unexpected. Speeding is illegal. Slowing down saves lives. For more information, visit slowdown.az.gov. This message is sponsored by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
The Weekend Warriors, taking sports talk radio to a new dimension. Listen to Ralph, Neil, Phil, and guests break down the news.
Isn't that what everybody wants?
The games.
If you like the NFL, this is your shot.
The matchups.
This will be the last year I think we'll ever see one 3,000 strikeout player, much less two facing each other.
The Weekend Warriors.
We are known to chant as well.
Weekends on 1580 The Fanatic.
Today's Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Coming up at 4:30, we got Chiefs and Chargers. Brazil. Our friend Jim Barnett is down in Brazil. I'm not sure why he's there. He's doing the PA announcing. I didn't even know he knew Portuguese, but he's down there doing his thing. And I saw pictures of the field and all that. I was like, oh, that's cool. So it'll be interesting to watch. I hope he comes back alive. But anyway, so that's happening at 4:30 here on 1580 The Fanatic. So we were talking about how Jalen Carter did a little hawk tua on old Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
And, it turns out Dak Prescott did a little spittle I wouldn't say in his direction. I mean, just kind of like that. It just wasn't like literally towards him, but it was more just taunt. He was taunting him a little bit. Well, you can all agree on that. Dak Prescott was taunting Jalen Carter just a little bit.
I think you can tell as a man and your intuition when you have someone's respect and when you don't. And I think that spit from Dak Prescott towards Jalen Carter was incredibly disrespectful. And I would go back and watch the clip, Randy. It's pretty disrespectful.
It is, but then again, be a grown-up, Jalen Carter.
Right.
Be in control of your own self. And he realized it later when he says, I will never do that again. Dak Prescott says, I wasn't trying to spit on him. No, you weren't trying to spit on him, but you were definitely trying to gunge him up and get him going.
Well, it was like any player trying to get in the opponent's head. I mean, if you can get in his head and take up space, then you can kind of control his actions. And that's a proof of what happened last night.
Yeah, and Dak Prescott said him being ejected was unfortunate. And I think he realized, he's like, I was just messing with him. I wasn't trying to see this happen. But Nick Sirianni, he said something far scarier. It doesn't matter what the NFL does. It doesn't matter if he gets fined. When Nick Sirianni says, we'll handle it in-house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That Italian sort of deep stare, dead behind the eyes.
Yeah.
We'll handle it in-house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what, next time those two teams play, that Eagles defensive line is going to be coming at Dak Prescott. And
I believe it. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, he's seen some stuff, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it. Yeah.
There's been something. I'm just saying, that is not a guy you want to get his gaze when he's angry.
Looks like that. There's been tons and tons of very dark things that he's seen. Seems
like it, yeah.
Along with the circles under his eyes.
Oh,
anyway.
Yeah.
So, Nick Sirianni says, we'll handle that in-house. Well, so the NFL definitely is not going to turn a blind eye on something like that. I don't think they're going to come down too hard, but we'll see. Speaking of accountability, CeeDee Lamb says, I take full accountability. Well, yeah, because we have video, so you couldn't, otherwise. So enjoy the money, though. Enjoy the money.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm sure Mackay might have liked that. Yeah.
Did you take any money out of your game check there and give that back to the team?
A little something for the effort, a little tip maybe, a little something back to Jabra. By the way, if you're wondering, man, Jalen Hurts looked vintage. Jalen Hurts, he looked great last night, didn't he? He played great, and there's a reason. Michael Jordan was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, evidently, he's friends with Michael Jordan. And he says, you got Michael Jordan. And he's like, would you have somebody like that as your guest? Only one thing you can do is win. So he was inspired by Michael Jordan being at the game.
Yeah, he's a Jordan brand athlete. I know. And
you would hate to lose and then have to look at Jordan in the eyes because he's like, I don't know what that's like.
Imagine what those Charlotte Hornets players are going through. They lose every night.
Jordan, the player, not so much. Jordan, the basketball owner, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of Micah Parsons, he He just loving being on the Packers so much. He was like, yeah, he said, I've never been in a locker room like this. I came in Tuesday for treatment and I saw like almost every guy in the locker room. He said, it's the first time I've seen it. They were all getting treatment. Well, see, there's two parts of that. One, he says, shows you how much these guys want to be here. No, it shows us is how bad of shape the Packers must be in if almost every player is there getting treatment.
Everybody's getting treatment.
Yeah. He says, well, maybe it's not that they're injured. He says, it is Green Bay. There's not much else to do here. That's a good point.
That's true.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So any other notes on the Cowboys and the Eagles? I mean, I just have that one question, and I guess the answer comes in the next couple of games. The question is, are the Cowboys better than we thought they were, or are the Eagles worse than they thought they were?
I think it's the first one. I think Dallas is better than people thought that they were coming into the season because Dak Prescott played one heck of a game, and that game plan is changed, man. They're letting Dak cook this year. They're letting him be aggressive. And, hey, that it almost paid off, man. One Miles Sanders fumble, a couple CeeDee Lamb drops away, self-inflicted wounds. Dallas didn't lose this game because they were just the inferior team. They lost this game because they shot themselves in the foot a couple times. And I think more than anything, it's just week one rust. I think they'll fix it, and I think they'll be pretty competitive this year.
The drops are a kind of a new thing for CeeDee Lamb, or is that the thing that he had a problem with in the past?
It's been a thing.
Yeah,
it has been in the past.
Yeah, last year it was a thing. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, poor Ralph.
What about him?
Well, that was sarcastic. Just so you know up front, before I say the next words out of my mouth, I want everybody to realize
it's sarcastica. Yeah.
It was more about Ralph, and then I feel bad for real for Christian McCaffrey, who has been added to the injury report for the 49ers with a calf issue. Calf issue could signal an Achilles issue, which he has had issues with before. So suddenly, Ralph's first round pick.
Oh, no.
No.
I mean, I like Christian McCaffrey, so I wish only the best for him. But I think he should take some time off. I think he should just take some time off and let that heal. Maybe a season, maybe a whole season.
Maybe.
I think that would be good. I think that would work. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's unreasonable.
No.
Once he realizes he's on Ralph's fantasy team, then maybe he'll be like, you know what?
Well, maybe that's
That
why
settles
he's
it.
injured, because he did find out he was on Ralph's team.
Oh,
He's like, I ain't going out like that. Chief Skull says Jalen should have Monty Pythoned him. I'll fart in your direction, and your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I think Harris's dad had it right. He should have just walked over there, ripped a good one, and walked back away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That would have been
ripped a good one. Yeah.
You can't prove it. Quiet Cannon says maybe Jalen Carter could be the next spokesperson for school or Copenhagen.
Skull.
Copenhagen.
Oh, yeah, for
Skull
spitting.
and
you know.
Copenhagen. Yeah, for spitting.
Geez, Quiet Cannon, if you're going to try to deliver that, you got to give me more to work with.
Yeah.
Walter Mellon says Jalen even did a little Michael Jordan shoulder shrug after a play. You know what? He probably did that on purpose just for Jordan.
Yeah.
Whistling Gerbil says over 7.5 wins. That's a lock
For Dallas,
I don't know what you're talking about. Must be.
I guess.
Moist One says, this is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. Do it for Jim. He's mocking me right now. He's a Seahawks fan. He's just mocking me.
Yeah.
Silver Pop says division games, for the most part, are competitive teams. They know each other very well. I would wait to see what happens or how the Cowboys play against other teams before crowning them America's team again after this game. Well, nobody here was doing that. Harris was just saying they're improved.
Yeah, I just think they're better than people think.
Yeah, my brother-in-law was asking the question, and he's like, why is it we got to see the damn Cowboys all the time? They're on the Thanksgiving, they're in the primetime games. I said, well, because the Cowboys are the NFL's version of the Lakers.
Sure.
And that's why. That's the only reason. They could stink to high heaven, and still they'd be in prime time on a regular basis.
And I don't understand why, because the Pittsburgh Steelers, the 49ers, those teams have won more Super Bowls than the Cowboys.
Ratings.
So,
because there's just a lot of people who are saying they're Cowboys fans
It's
since the
also
90s.
it's Texas too. Texas bleeds
Mhm.
football, high school, college.
Well,
NFL,
yes, I'm aware
all
of
of it.
that, but I don't understand when you have other teams like the Lakers have 23 or 24 championships or something like that.
17.
I can understand why they're high on the TV all the time.
Right.
And the Boston Celtics the same way. But I mean, if you're talking about a team that's been successful, I mean, the 49ers, there's your West Coast Lakers team.
Yeah.
And then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers on the other side that have won multiple, 5 or 6 Super Bowls.
Well, the 49ers deserve the attention, and
Yeah, and
they get
Pittsburgh
it.
maybe not as much, but they still get it because I think it's a lot of it's just waiting for something to happen with the Steelers.
I guess
something for you guys, and I want to talk about the Cowboys.
Both of
Eagles
us, do we
thing
have to
real
share?
quick. It's something. It's an interesting stat. So last year, the Cowboys got outscored by the Eagles 75-13.
And that was one game.
2 games. 2 games, 41-7 and 34-6 they lost. So the reason why I say they're improved is because look what happened to them last year.
They only got
against
outplayed
Philly.
by 4 points this time.
Right? Only 4 points. And there was a couple drops that
Hmm.
they would have won the game. So
Hamilton Porter says, "Did you guys see the Philly fans booing the anthem singer? No, did she deserve it? Was she horrible?
That's not out of the cards for them, man.
Did anyone see it? Because
I didn't
did
see
not.
it. No,
I did
missed
not,
it.
no.
So when we turned on the TV, we saw the gals singing that "Lift Your Voice" song or whatever that is.
Yeah.
And the audio was bad. You could barely hear her, and I had to switch back and forth between a couple of settings on my surround sound, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Nope, that's just stadium sound. It's just badly done." So I don't know. I didn't see the actual anthem.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I'm not patriotic. I just had to go to the bathroom.
Right.
Baker's Cocky Hen says Dak didn't play in either of the games versus Philly last season, Harris.
It's
Maybe
true,
that's
though.
why they didn't score.
Still 41-7 and 34-6. I mean, like, come on. They only gave up 24. So that's a massive improvement in itself right there. And that's true. I know Dak didn't play, but 75-13. I mean, come on. There's some improvement there.
Heavy Metal Maniac says, I got off that ledge. Team looked pretty decent. They look better than I thought they would. Well, we will see. I'm not sure. Quiet Cannon says, Cowboys cheerleaders were in the spotlight for many, many years. Yeah, that was another reason maybe that they had some popularity beyond football.
Yeah.
T-Licious says, actually, Randy, Niners have 5, and so do the Goat Truppers. I think
You
he's
mean the
talking about
Steelers? Steelers have 5, and the
Goat
49ers have
Ropers?
5.
I think he's talking about the Cowboys.
Oh, the Cowboys have 5?
Yeah.
Well, still, I think I don't think that. I think there's too much media bias for Dallas Cowboys, and I don't understand why. So
I get it why. It's they have such a devoted, massive fan base. They're like,
have you been to a 49ers game?
I've never actually.
Oh,
but I think
have.
the 49ers
have.
are more localized. The Cowboys are like Notre Dame.
No. The 49ers travel well.
They do travel, but the Cowboys are like everyone from all different places roots for the Cowboys.
See, this is a discussion that we're going to disagree on because
Okay.
I was at a Monday night Arizona Cardinal San Francisco 49er game, and there was equal parts of Cardinal fans, believe it or not. It was a Monday night game, Cardinals fans and 49er fans.
Yeah.
And going out of the stadium, even after the Cardinals beat them down, it was the 49er fans were rowdy. They were chanting about their team, how good their team is. Even after they got their butts handed to them by the Cardinals, they were still on fire for their team. I understand that there seems to be a lot more Cowboy fans, but I would suggest that the Steelers have. I know personally 6 or 7 Steeler fans, and there's been a lot of 49er fans that have texted in to this very radio program. So.
Well, Stir Drives a lot wants to remind you that the Steelers have 6 championships.
Oh,
This is
6.
true.
I'm sorry.
They
See,
have
there you
6.
go. There you go. That's right. I rest my case.
New England and Pittsburgh have the most at 6.
Whistling Gerbil says Niner fans are fair weather fans. They don't show up in the bad years. That's true.
Really?
We've had some very obnoxious Niner fans. When they start to stink, they just go back into the bush like Homer
Radio
Simpson in the
silent.
meme.
Yeah.
I think that's California sports fans in general.
That's
I feel
fair.
like, yeah.
Quiet Cannon says Steelers have a rabid fan base.
They
I've
do.
never had any problems with Steelers. In real life, I've never had any problems with 49ers. Had some obnoxious ones here on the text line here and there. For the most part, I haven't had any problem. I will say, with my time in SoCal and the Raider fans, I've gotten along with them on the radio and everything.
Really?
But that's when they're sober. Because when we were at the Cardinals Raiders preseason game, my wife and I are walking through the concourse because, the Cardinals, they tricked us. They're like, hey, 50% off in the team store. We're like, oh, let's get you over there, honey. All right. So because she's a big Cardinals fan, we walk over there. We went through all that mess. And there was one little thing that was 50% off, and the rest of it was full price. Gosh. And I'm like, we've been had false advertising by the Arizona Cardinals. But as we walk through there, cops are arresting people, and everybody's yelling Raiders, and people are shouting at each other. And we're like, we should have never left our seats. That was a bad mistake on our part. But so Raider fans, when they get liquored up, you don't want to be around them. But in general, pretty good people. All right, listen, we got to take a break. When we come back, we got more NFL football for you. And then in the next hour, we're going to do all college football. It's all about the Hicks Picks. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Listen to our live stream on your phone at 1580thefanatic.com.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
Lost your health insurance? There are options to help you stay covered. Choices include Medicaid, individual and families, Medicare, and group plans. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona is a local nonprofit health insurance company that can help you understand your options. No matter who you choose. Stay covered, Arizona. We've got your back. Learn more at azblue.com/options or call 1-844-584-BLUE. This message is brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
2025 NASCAR Championship Weekend. October 31st through November 2nd. Experience the thrill of NASCAR racing at Phoenix Raceway. October 31st, it's the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Championship. November 1st, it's the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. And it all culminates with the NASCAR Cup Series Championship on Sunday, November 2nd. This event will sell out. Go to PhoenixRaceway.com for more. Don't miss the NASCAR Championship Weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Get your tickets now.
We talk sports. 1580 The Fanatic.
Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. The Quiet Cannon, the rabid fan of a rabid fan base. He's a Steelers fan. He says, we're excited. We're enthusiastic. Maybe over the top. I've never had problems with Steelers fans, though.
No.
Really?
No.
Steeler fans are great, man.
I can't.
Even though they came to town and beat the Cardinals in the Super Bowl, well, they didn't come here. Where was that Super Bowl? I can't remember.
I believe it was Tampa, Florida.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a side note, I think Pittsburgh can be pretty good this year. I think they can sneak up on some people. People are underestimating that team. Defensively, the guys that they got, the offseason that they had with DK Metcalf and Jalen Ramsey.
But we've seen this movie before, Harris. It was called The Jets. They had a good defense, and here comes Aaron Rodgers, and they still stank.
Maybe Aaron Rodgers has like a Brett Favre type career where he goes to the Jets and, you know, like every Jets quarterback kind of craps the bed and then goes to Minnesota and has an amazing season and is one game from the Super Bowl. I'm not saying Pittsburgh's going to, you know, be in the Super Bowl, but that defense is so good that if Aaron Rodgers can just be enough, Pittsburgh can make the playoffs.
No. Well, let's just see how the weekend goes, Harris. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
All right.
Hamilton Porter says, I'm on my way to the Diamondbacks game. They're playing the Red Sox, and it's Irish Heritage Night. How could this possibly go wrong? But nobody told me that. But yeah, the Red Sox, notorious Irish drunkards. And if it's Irish night, then a bunch of Irish people show up. There will be police action. Probably police action tonight.
I hope they ordered some extra beer for this series.
Yeah, you would think they thought ahead if they're going to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sir Drives a Lot says, Raiders.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you think the Raiders fans are the same since they've gone to Vegas?
Oh, by the way, hold on. I think I've been saying it wrong all this time. I thought they were doing Raiders like the guy on the radio. They're actually doing, when they type that in, I think they're going Raiders, because that's all they kept doing in the concourse.
Yeah.
So I think I've been doing it wrong all these years, Randy.
Man, we're going to have to ask. We're going to have to do a poll. Maybe this, the texter that just texted in, maybe you can give some clarity. Is it Raiders or, as Jeffrey just did, Raiders? Yeah, we need to know this so that we properly announce about your team.
I think I know it. I think I know the truth now. It's Raiders. By the way, just sounds dumb as hell.
Maybe.
Whistling gerbil, knock it off. Raiders. Okay.
Yeah.
Chief Skull says, does Triple H hate me? Probably.
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't hate you, Chief Skull.
He says, how dare you speak of Aaron Rodgers to Minnesota? That Green Bay abomination will not happen again. Well, it's all right because he's with the Steelers. So it's a similar situation outside of the Minnesota thing. Unless Harris is trying to see Aaron Rodgers find his way to the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Minnesota's in good hands with J.J. McCarthy. I think it's going to be a hit because if he wasn't a hit, I think the Vikings would have behaved a lot differently in the offseason than just only signing a backup quarterback in Carson Wentz, because that team is good enough to win now. So you think they want to get a good quarterback under center with that defense and that receiving core.
Firefarter says, did Harris just say that he has a problem with us Steeler fans? Why is that, Harris?
Wow.
We love everybody that is a blue-collar, hardworking American. Oh, wait, that's right. Harris is a Southern white-collar gentleman.
Oh, boy.
Okay,
we established this earlier. He hates the pores.
Oh,
so first off, I love Steelers fans.
Oh,
they're
boy.
awesome. And as
Steeler fans are great when they work on the steel beams from my high-rise.
I think Steelers fans like that make the game better. Growing up in SEC country, I know obnoxious fan bases. And the Steelers are a lot alike with some of those Bama fans or Tennessee fans or Auburn, whatever that I grew up around. And I love that. It makes the NFL better. It makes the game better. And no, the Steelers just beat us a lot in the playoffs when I was a little kid, and it was always a bummer. And my dad was always really sad. And so that's the only problem.
Your dad was always really sad.
Harris, your dad was just sad when he saw you throw a football. That's when he was sad.
Actually, I beg to differ. I got a sidearm release.
He just stood there talking to his friend on the yard going, oh, my God, look at this coordination.
Yeah.
Look at this kid.
He'll never
He
play,
got
he'll
it
never
15
play in the
yards.
pros. Yeah.
Harris's dad is like, I'm not sure he's mine. I don't understand what's going on right now. Baker's Cocky Hen says, Harris, you freaking genius. Aaron Rodgers' new wife is Jen Sturgis. Finally pieced it together with his Favre comparison. Yeah, I don't think that's
Jen
I don't know what he's
Sturgis?
talking about.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's true.
probably
is it?
not
I
it.
don't know.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
1248 says it's not Raiders, it's gunshot sounds, stabby, stabby, stabby sounds, and running from the police sounds.
Ah,
So we'll have to put that together then. That's a good point.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
T. Licious says no one cares about the brown hole Raiders. That's such a very 49er across the bay thing to say, isn't it?
I beg to differ on that one.
Me
Yeah.
too. I beg
Yeah.
to differ.
I kind of root for them a little bit. I just do. I see them and I'm like, come on, guys, you can do this. Let's see something
Yeah.
better. I would like to see a scary team like them again.
Dude, that
Remember how
fan base-
scary they used to be,
Oh
Randy?
yeah. You used to
Yeah.
hate the Raiders, the silver and black.
But
and-
you respected the hell out of them.
Oh yeah, and they played the game hard. I mean, you got your money's worth when you played against the Raiders back in the day, man.
And that fan base has been so loyal too. Like you talk about the stadium that they had playing in that old A's stadium, the relocation of the team, how much they've sucked since Rich Gannon retired, honestly. And they've stuck through it in the thick and thin. And so Raiders fans, they have my respect. It's fan bases like that that make the NFL such a good product right now.
That and the Cardinals fan base, right?
Yeah.
Raider Trucker says Raiders. I'm just gonna do it that way. I like doing it
Okay,
that
I
way
think-
better.
Yeah, I think
The other
you should.
one there, they go Raiders.
It's like
shut
Chris Berman.
up.
That's more like RAAAAAAADDEEEERRRS.
Well, let me tell you how Raider Trucker spelled it. RRRRRR 888888888 DRRRRZ. Yeah, I'm just going with what I do.
Yeah.
Raven Kid says, I hate Steelers fans, and I'm not afraid to show it.
Yeah. Well, and it's in the name, Raven Kid. You are a
Ye-
Ravens fan.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You have a very punchable face. Hamilton Porter says, have you seen the clip of Arch Manning throwing at interception and Peyton going, see, I told you he's adopted?
I have not.
That's got to be AI.
I got to find that.
That has got to be AI.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Chief Skull says Minnesota Vikings were good enough. They're smart enough. And gosh darn it, people really like them. Yeah, yeah. But, I
Minnesota
mean,
Vikings.
yeah, I'm like, you know what the Vikings are to me? They're like the Cubs. Oh, they're just an adorable kind of pat them on the head kind of thing. And then Donnie shows up, and then we got to start getting aggressive with our distaste.
Kind of ruins everything.
Yeah.
Baker's Cocky Hen says Raiders have sucked ever since John Gruden left.
Yeah.
Well,
honestly.
I know. If for all you racists to like John Raiden, he's probably coming back. Let's see. Buffalo Mike says, guys. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith were fantasy vomit last night. I was an insurance agency owner for 10 years, so I totally dig your Friday schedule.
I
don't get that. Does anybody get
The
that?
insurance guys always take off Fridays early.
Oh, do they?
Oh, do they?
Why aren't we insurance guys?
We should be. We get a Jeffrey and Randy insurance company.
See, we'll do is
Sounds
but
so
we'll
shady.
put hair shady.
Yeah.
We're gonna put you on the. We're gonna put you on the front desk and let you
Yeah.
be all friendly and chatty with everybody
have-
while
you have
Randy
to
and I
wear-
golf.
Yeah, but you have to wear a dress though.
I'm not wearing a dress.
Not you. him.
Oh, okay.
I'm not taking that job. There's
You got to
no way.
wear a dress.
There is no way.
And shave the mustache.
You can't.
I really don't think we need him to wear a dress, Randy.
Why would I have to wear a dress?
No, I think he needs to wear a dress because otherwise they'll think he's a guy.
He is a guy.
Wow, what a diss.
No, I feel like
guess.
that. I
What
feel
did
like
I
we
do,
should just,
Randy?
He already dresses perfectly for insurance office.
Okay,
on a
okay.
Friday.
What did I do to
think he
deserve
needs to
that,
wear,
Randy?
Like a red sweater and some khakis.
I don't think a sweater is necessary either. I think he's
Why
got
not?
the polo shirt. That's fine.
Okay.
Just
I
khakis
got
and
the
a polo.
Tiger Woods polo. Here.
Khakis.
Check this
Okay.
out. Yep.
What? Tiger Woods.
Yeah, it's a Tiger Woods polo.
You cannot go golfing with us.
What?
Yeah, you're not coming with us.
Yeah,
No.
the way you treated
working the
my
front desk.
Cardinals. No.
The way
Do
you
I need
treated
to-
your Cardinals.
Yeah. Do I need to play the Cardinals pick again? for you?
What if I said please?
We should probably release that to the internets. That's what you know. What I'm going to go back and find that and put that as a YouTube short.
That would be fantastic.
Your epic rant.
Oh yeah.
I didn't
Sir
do it
Drives a
on-
lot says since Rich Gannon, wah-ha-ha-ha-ha, have you heard about the Raiders in the 90s? Ugh. Yeah.
They were really good under Rich Gannon. So, but in the 90s,
Hefty
they were
Lefty
out there.
says Vikings fans, cool because they bring a hot dish to any football party. Oh yeah, like that rice. What was that rice? That rice spread casserole, or what is that?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
Those
about.
Midwesterners like to eat that.
Yeah.
It's like cheesy and a heart attack.
Yeah.
Bruno Baller says the Raiders have won the Super Bowl with John Madden and Tom Flores, who I think was a very good head coach, and I believe won 2 Super Bowls with the Raiders.
Well, Tom Flores is still alive, so maybe you can get him back in as the head coach.
He's a Hall of
I don't think
Famer.
he's interested. I don't think he wants
no?
to. Firefighter says, now I expect to get some hate from the fans of the Dirty Birds. They're just jealous because they know they can't beat us when it matters. Steelers. He's talking about the Steelers. Big George says, hey, guys, did you hear Mark Cuban defended Steve Ballmer and lashed out at Pablo Torres? He doesn't think Steve Ballmer would be that dumb. I think he did, and he is, and he broke the rules. Well, let's just pump the brakes and see what happens. Ballmer made a pretty good case, but then the reality of it is going to be in the hands of the DOJ, if you ask me. So let's just see what they have to say at the end of everything.
Right.
No, Donnie, it's not tater tot casserole. It's like rice, raisin bread or rice something pudding. I don't know.
Rice pudding?
Maybe.
The rice pudding?
I don't know. It's been a lot of years since I was in the Midwest. I spent a year doing radio in Minneapolis, St. Paul.
I see.
And then I was like, what the hell am I doing? I came home.
Wow.
Hefty Lefty says, when do the Falcons get bought up? Those are the Dirty Birds right there. He says, yeah, they have a lot of tater tot hot dish slaps. Oh, he's saying the tater tot hot dish slaps. Can you use grown-up English? Because I don't read slang very well.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say the tater tot hot dish is tasty or amazing, Hefty Lefty? Moist one, hot dish slap. I'm not going to read it right. And it's not what I'm talking about. Oh, to hell with it. All right, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we got Hicks Picks, college football, next. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
You buckle them in, but are they really protected? In Arizona, child passenger safety starts with the right car seat. Double check that your child is in the proper seat based on their age and size, and that it's correctly installed. The wrong fit or a loose seat can put your child at serious risk. Need help installing your car seat? Certified technicians can help for free. Learn more at gohs.az.gov. This message is sponsored by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
As we plan for our retirement, there are 4 questions we need to ask ourselves or our retirement planning advisor. How much? How long? How safe? And what cost? Let's start with how much. That is, how much income we think we'll need each and every year for the rest of our lives, including all the activities we want to enjoy during our retirement, like travel, recreation, and entertainment. Plus the cost of housing, including repair and maintenance, taxes, insurance, and utilities, as well as the cost of health care, including expenses not covered by Medicare.
Enjoy safe, secure lifetime income of 5 to 9% for life, depending on age and deferral period, with no fee deductions and no annuitizing. Guarantees rely on the financial strength of the insurer, so let's compare free in Scottsdale. For more, visit IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. Did you know that the Lund Mortgage Team was founded back in 1999? That's right, they're celebrating 25 years in existence this year. And you know what you have to do to stay in business that long? You have to be good at what you do. And the Lund Mortgage Team is not just good, they are great. They have helped thousands of people save thousands of dollars over those 25 years here in the Valley of the Sun. They only lend in Arizona, and they're mortgage brokers, which means they can shop your rate around. They're not tied to just one set of rates. Mortgage rates can get crazy. They can get high. They can get low. There's good times to strike, and there's times to stay on the sideline. Let the Lund Mortgage Team be your coach, be your team leader when it comes to these huge decisions. Call 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940, or you can always check them out at lundmortgage.com. Great website with all the tools you need. Call them today. They're my great friends, and you'll love them. It's the Lund Mortgage Team.
AZ Preps 365, your source for all the news, info, highlights, and more. Athlete news and interviews. Talk with coaches. Keep you up to date with the changes, moves, upcoming events, and more. AZ Preps 365, Arizona's ultimate prep sports show. If you miss a minute, you miss a lot. AZ Preps 365, Saturday mornings 8 till 10 on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Mountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
Quiet, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. We broadcast live in our super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. And Harris, don't worry, we're going to get to the college football stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But real fast, I just have two things that we got to talk about quickly.
Okay.
Maybe 3. But just trust me, we're going to get to your Hicks picks, okay? I know you're excited. This is your first edition of the Hicks picks because we didn't do it last week because week 0 is for chumps.
Well, we did it last week.
We did like a soft,
I wasn't here.
Yeah,
That's right.
It was like a soft opening.
21
Okay.
and 21 and
teaser.
2 last week. Not trying to
You
flex,
were
but
21 and 2 in your picks.
21 and 2.
Wow.
Well
Yep.
done.
Yep.
All right. So first things first, there's some things that we need to worry about. Randy,
Okay.
I saw this, and this
All right.
is terrifying. You might want to stay indoors.
Okay.
Keep the dogs in.
Oh, my
the
God.
Weekly World News says there's shark flies out, and there's a picture of one in a person's hand right there.
Oh, my gosh.
The body of like a moth, and then the head of a shark. They're swarming on Cape Cod, and they
my
might be
gosh.
on our way now.
Oh, no. Is this like the murder hornets?
Yes.
The murder hornets
Only with
out there?
shark heads on them.
Only with shark heads. Oh,
So
I think
yeah.
I had one of those in my house last week. I killed it.
see what I'm saying? You got to always check with the
Yeah.
Weekly World News,
Yeah.
the only reliable news in the world.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the first thing. Second thing,
Okay.
this might be worse for some people, especially if Harris's age group, and that is the NFL Red Zone had announced they're going to have commercials, and now they're saying, okay, everybody calm down. It's a 7-hour broadcast, and there's just 4 15-second ads. So they're like saying, oh, yeah, it's no big deal. But that's how it gets started, and they're saying the ad load could change later in the season. So listen, Amazon started kind of trickling in some ads.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's just like, thump. You have to pay like $3 to not have to see the ads.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is a corporate game. What it is they're trying to just sneak in the ads at first. There's not going to be many ads, and people are going to be like, oh, it's not that bad. But then you're going to realize a few months into the season, it's going to be like, dang, there's a lot more ads than normal. Am I crazy? Do they keep adding it? And then it's going to be like a normal amount of ads.
They're going to get their money one way or the other.
That they will.
Either they're going to get ad
Listen.
revenue or they're going to get your subscription to not see ads.
And get what they got from me, the $2.99, because I finally had enough, right? But guess what it doesn't cover? So
What?
I'm sitting there watching Amazon Prime.
Yep.
No commercial, or I can hit skip or whatever on a promo, right? Well, if you have Paramount Plus through your Amazon, or HBO through your Amazon, or anything else through your Amazon, because they have that set up where you can subscribe to those other services and just go to your Amazon account and just hit the click, whatever. Those aren't covered by your $2.99.
Oh.
So when I went to Paramount Plus, I got saddled with another damn commercial I couldn't skip through.
Oh, boy.
You're kidding.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
So, and I'm like, I paid $2.99 for this. Makes me mad because when I paid $100 to watch a fight, and they're like, "This fight brought to you by Tecate." No, it's brought to you by me. Damn it!
Yeah,
I paid
yeah.
$100. I shouldn't have
Yeah.
to see a commercial.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing with streaming and stuff. But guess who's going to lose that fight? All of us.
Yeah. Yep.
Because
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do about
The
it.
people always lose. They don't care.
So
about us.
that is those are two things.
Yeah.
And now here's the third thing. I promise this is going to be fast. Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather are going to fight next year.
Oh, no.
You're kidding.
Oh,
It just-
no.
Oh, my
different weight
gosh.
classes, different age groups, different everything.
Floyd's probably going to kick him to a curb if they genuinely try.
It's
Floyd
just
would kick
another
him to a curb.
Conor McGregor setup.
When
This
did-
is all just boxing as a sport is dead.
Yeah, that's what I fear golf is going to become one day. I don't know. I don't think
Because
it
of
will.
Live?
Because of it's going to turn into like this celebrity thing. You know, like the Charles Barkley, Mahomes. I hope it doesn't ever turn into that. But man, like, it sucks because boxing used to be so cool. You have Frazier and Sugar Ray Leonard and all these guys, and now it's just Jake Paul.
So that's all I got. But here,
Such a
before we
bummer.
start the Hicks picks,
Yeah.
you got to be careful here, Harris.
Okay.
Jackwad says, how accurate is that 21-2 of Harris's, huh? He said ASU would cover the spread, and they most certainly did not. Money down the drain.
So I'm talking about teams I picked to win. I was 21-2, and not to be that guy, but I made $200 last week. And so ASU
he spent $1,800, but he
hey now, I made more money than I lost by $200, $180 last week. And so, I missed the ASU bet though, but I think that was because ASU just shot themselves in the foot. I think they could go out there and cover that spread more times than not.
Silver Pop says, Jeffrey, I went to my Paramount Plus account and I looked up the game for Chiefs and Chargers. What I saw made no sense. Paramount usually shows AFC games, but I'm ordering. Okay, slow down, Silver Pops. You got to go to YouTube. It's on YouTube or YouTube TV. It's free on the YouTube. But that's where you got to watch it. That's just one of them special things. Beer Bob says, Harris, have you ever watched a Thinky Wheel? Because
Thinky Wheel.
I can't read your day ago. Floyd Mayweather fight. No way is he going to kick Tyson to the curb. He's just going to run away from Tyson for 78,000 rounds.
Yeah,
however long they're going to have that stupid fight.
He's just going to tire him out. That's what Floyd did forever. So I think he's got a point.
LA Kid says Mike Tyson must need the money. Well, of course he does.
Yeah.
He needs to hit up Ed Helms to see if they can make the fourth Hangover movie. Well, let's see. Hefty Lefty says, baby sharks fly. Do. You stop it right now. Dimeback Dude says, where's Ralphie boy? He said the Eagles would blow out the Cowboys. Oh, did he pick the?
He did. He did.
No wonder he's not on. Yeah, that's the thing with Ralph.
I mean, I said the same thing. I figured that the Eagles would make
I thought so
short
too.
work of the Cowboys.
I thought so too. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Roadmap is on. He says, about the time the Raiders played in L.A., Caltrans released a satiric that enough trash is picked up on California freeways every day to fill the Coliseum to a depth of 11 feet. Local columnists quipped about as much as after a Raiders game. Yeah, that is that is a true statement.
Wow.
All right, now we're ready. Are you ready for this? It's time for some college football prognostication. It's time to get a little bit of a hoedown and get the lowdown.
Yep.
It's time for Hicks Picks.
All right, Harris. This is for real now.
Yes, Randy.
We're not going to go through a lot of games because there's not a lot of games. Let's be honest.
Wait, let me take my shoes off.
Okay. Make sure you have all your toes out there, but
they're clean.
They got
Mine
a lot
too.
of these cupcake teams that are playing against
All right.
these tough
Breeze
teams like number 22 Tennessee taking on Eastern Tennessee State University. That's what I mean. We're not going to cover all that stuff. Like
Sure,
Florida,
sure thing.
Florida State taking on East Texas A&M. I mean, who's going to win that one?
Yeah, Florida
Good
State.
night.
Yeah, right.
Florida State could play their threes and win that one.
True.
But there are some intriguing matchups on the Hicks Pick board this week, like number 16 Iowa State at home against the in-state rivals Iowa.
Yeah.
Why don't you pick that one from Jack Rice Pudding Stadium?
Yeah, Iowa State is favored, which is intriguing because Iowa's dominated this rivalry. And Iowa ran the ball super well last week. I think in a close one, in a really, really close game, Iowa just barely edges it out and wins.
Okay.
So I'm taking Iowa on the upset over Iowa State.
Over Iowa State.
Yep.
That's at noontime on Fox.
There's just something about Ferentz and that coaching staff that has Iowa State's number. Outside of last year, I think they won 7 straight in that rivalry. And Gronowski, He was really good at South Dakota State. Yeah, I think he's going to play better than he did last week against Albany. I like Gronowski, and I like that run game. So give me Iowa, a close one, Randy.
And a close one. All right. Next game up is number 17, SMU taking on, again, in-state rival Baylor at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. Not Gerald R. Ford. He went to Michigan.
No.
Gerald J. Ford, he went to SMU, and they're playing there. Good tickets still available, by the way, for $64.
So I'm going with another upset. I think Baylor takes this one.
Really?
SMU lost a lot of pieces last year from that team that made the playoff last year. They lost their running back. They've replaced him with a freshman who averaged like barely 4.0 yards per carry. They lost a lot of good receivers. I think Kevin Jennings doesn't have the pieces around him that he had last year. And Baylor, Sawyer Robertson looks really good. He looked very good against Auburn. They gave him a game. I think Baylor pulls off the upset here against SMU in an in-state rivalry.
All right. The next one on our chalkboard here is number 6, Oregon at home at Autzen Stadium, taking on Oklahoma State. Break this down for us.
Yeah, this one's going to be a blowout. Oklahoma State has fallen from what they used to be, and Oklahoma State has a ton of transfers. I think they're starting more transfers than they are returners. Their quarterback's new, O-line, every single guy is new on that offensive line. I think they're going to get boat raced, and I think Oregon's going to win this game.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I wonder what sassy uniform Oregon's playing this week in the game. Sassy.
Maybe the
all right.
Seahawks uniforms.
Moving along here to number 20, Ole Miss. They are on the road this week at Kroger Field in Kentucky to take on the Kentucky Wildcats. Who do you have in this one?
So a lot of people are taking Ole Miss minus 10 and saying, man, Kentucky sucks. They were really bad last year. Kentucky, Kentucky's the best SEC team against the spread in these last 5 years. So Kentucky just knows how to play that underdog role really well. I'd stay away from betting on this game. I'm taking Ole Miss, but I think Kentucky grinds this out and makes this a way closer game than people are anticipating. But I'm still taking Ole Miss to win the game.
Ole Miss to win the game. Okay.
Yep.
Not going to talk about number 1 Ohio State. They're taking on Grambling.
No.
Again, I mentioned number 22 Tennessee taking on Eastern Tennessee State University.
You see that dome East Tennessee State plays into? It's awesome. It's a
I
cool
have not
dome.
seen that, but they're in Neyland Stadium this week. So let's see, Georgia, they're taking on Austin P.
No, the Governors.
Yeah. Here's a good one. South Florida on the road. Going into the swamp.
Okay, so
the Florida field at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium.
So I do have a bet on this one, and I'm going to take Florida. South Florida looked really good last week against Boise, but the front seven and the dudes that Florida has in the trenches are dominant. The run game's super good. I think the size matchup in the interior is just too much for South Florida. I think Florida wins. I also think they cover. So I'm going to take that first half spread and the spread. And Florida makes a statement early against a sneaky good South Florida team that beat the brakes off of Boise.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Next up here, this is probably the spotlight game of the week, I would imagine, when the Wolverines, the number 15 ranked Wolverines, travel to Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium.
Yes.
They're in Norman, Oklahoma. 7:30 game time on ABC. It's 15 Michigan versus 18 Oklahoma.
Yep.
Who do you have in this? Break it down for us.
This is absolutely the game of the night. And Oklahoma is a 5.5-point favorite. But I have a question to that. Why was Oklahoma averaging just 3.5 yards per carry against Illinois State? You go back and watch that tape. Those Illinois State defensive tackles were giving that Oklahoma offensive line problems, Randy. Problems. So take that out. Take out that Illinois State front seven and put in possibly the best front seven college football has to offer in the Michigan Wolverines. I think Bryce Underwood is the truth. I think he's ultra talented. And I think, this Arch Manning talk is fine and all, but I think Bryce Underwood's the guy people should be talking about from Michigan. So that being said, he is a true freshman going on the road in a really hostile environment. Saturday night, ABC, it's going to be popping. That being said, I think there's more ways Michigan can win this game than Oklahoma. I really do. I think Oklahoma is not going to win this game because of what they do in the run game. And
Wow.
Michigan can win this game because of Bryce Underwood. They can win this game because of their run game. And for that alone, I'm going to take Michigan to cover. I'm going to take Michigan on the upset at Oklahoma. And I think after that, Venables is going to be begging some fans for just a little bit of time. And I don't know if he's going to get it. And I'm taking Michigan, Randy.
All right. Final game of this week's Hicks Picks. The Hoedown Showdown, if you will.
Yep.
That was brilliant, Jeffco, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Jeffco comes up with these great things. He named Hicks Picks and the Hoedown Showdown. So
I'm an idea man.
Well, he is. He is. Did I ever tell you about the giant disco ball shaped solar panel? We'll talk about it later. Final game on this week's Hicks Picks. Number 12 ranked Arizona State. The Sun Devils travel to Davis Wade Stadium at Scott Field to take on Mississippi State.
Okay, so this game is a little bit intriguing to me because coming in the preseason, I was like, Arizona State's going to win, and it might be a blowout because Mississippi State's in deep turmoil ever since their coach, Mike Leach, passed away. And they've been still figuring out a way to rebound from that since. That being said, they looked really good against Southern Miss, a sneaky good Southern Miss team that I think could win the Sun Belt. And Arizona State shot themselves in the foot last week. This game is going to be closer than people think. I'm going to take Arizona State to win, but I'm going to bet on Mississippi State to win because that plus 190 is a really, really good price. I think that's a sneaky good price. And ASU wins.
Betting against your own school.
I am. I'm objective, Jeffrey. I'm objective. So,
no, man, you're just chasing money. I get it. And that's how you know he's good at what he does, because if he ever homered out on any bet, we would just probably just have to stop this bet.
So, So Mississippi State isn't going to be a hammer. It's going to be a just slight, tiny little sprinkle because I still think Arizona State's the better team. I still think they win. I just like Mississippi State's cost here. So,
all right.
And good
ASU
news,
wins
it's on
in a close
ESPN too.
Yeah,
it's
7:30 p.m.
Television and not that horrible ESPN Plus.
Goodness gracious, yeah.
What a nightmare that was.
A nightmare, man. An absolute nightmare. But ASU, the run game, this committee, I think gives them the edge. Blake Shapen, Mississippi State's quarterback, looked more comfortable than he ever did last year. He looked improved. So I think it's going to be close, but ASU edges just barely. Just barely.
All right, so that's it. That's Hicks Picks for this week. Big George says, wow, it wasn't even close. Jeffrey completely dominated this edition of Harris's Hicks Picks, his nose, college football edition. Jeffrey wowed us all with his Hoedown Showdown name. Jeffrey also shined on YouTube with his stylish light sleeper T-shirt. Randy also impressed in his lawn enforcement T-shirt, and he came in second. Meanwhile, Harris missed the mark and came in last with his Miami Vice reject polo and blinding us on YouTube with the light shining through the blinds. Harris also loses because he bet against ASU, his own school. He will never win if he bets against my alma mater.
Sorry, Big George. Look, I'm an ASU fan too, but I'm here to make money. So
I do regularly win these segments. You just have to get used to that.
I do have to get used to it. It's okay.
Chief,
LeBron needs a Dwayne Wade.
Chief Skull says, is Harris doing it again? He's doing it again. Harris has been officially sent to Chalupa U down south now.
Wow.
He has to give up his ASU degree.
Well, no, he picked ASU to win. He's just betting.
No, he did betting against them.
He's just betting against them, but he's picking them ASU to win. He's just putting his money on the Mississippi State thing.
Mind I tell you, I also bet on ASU last week, so I'm not as the anti-ASU stuff. I'm not anti-ASU. I'm pro my school, man. I'm proud to be a Sun Devil. Come on now.
You just didn't have him in your top 25.
Sprinkle some money on someone else, and he won't put him in his top 25.
The model thinks what it thinks. I can't. When I talk to it, I'm talking to a computer. It doesn't.
I
have a
don't
mind.
remember the last time Harris wore ASU anything.
No,
it was like a week ago.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I wore
don't remember that at all.
Yeah. So anyway, we got to take a break. When we come back, some betting advice from our pal against the spread. Let's see how he matches up with what Harris just gave us. And again, remember, in straight picks, Harris 22-2. That's pretty damn good. So we'll see how the week goes. We'll see what against the spread says. And then we got 11 minutes before the broadcast starts for the Chiefs versus the Chargers here on the big radio station. Come on back, kids. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. Did you know that the Lund Mortgage Team was founded back in 1999? That's right. They're celebrating 25 years in existence this year. And you know what you have to do to stay in business that long? You have to be good at what you do. And the Lund Mortgage Team is not just good, they are great. They have helped thousands of people save thousands of dollars over those 25 years here in the Valley of the Sun. They only lend in Arizona, and they're mortgage brokers, which means they can shop your rate around. They're not tied to just one set of rates. Mortgage rates can get crazy. They can get high. They can get low. There's good times to strike, and there's times to stay on the sideline. Let the Lund Mortgage Team be your coach, be your team leader when it comes to these huge decisions. Call 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940, or you can always check them out at lundmortgage.com. Great website with all the tools you need. Call them today. They're my great friends, and you'll love them. It's the Lund Mortgage Team.
Hello, I'm Shannon Estes, president of CMI Gold and Silver.
And I'm her husband, Johnny Estes, VP of CMI Gold and Silver.
My father, Bill Haynes, founded CMI Gold and Silver in Phoenix in 1973. We are the oldest precious metals bullion dealer in the U.S. As a family-operated business, we educate first, giving our clients the power to make informed buying and selling decisions.
We offer low prices because Bill instilled in us the desire to get the most bullion into the hands of the American people for the fewest paper dollars. Visit our website for an abundance of information at cmigs.com.
Although we may be new to you, my father was one of the pioneers of the bullion precious metals industry in the U.S. He began selling only 100-ounce silver bars in the early 1970s until Americans' right to own gold was restored in 1974.
Visit our website, cmigs.com, and get to know us or call and chat with one of our non-commissioned brokers at 602-234-2300. That's 602-234-2300, or visit cmigs.com.
Steve Jurich here. After working in financial services for over 20 years, I finally confirmed what investors really want, including me. And it's simple. All they're asking for is 20% annual return with no risk at 100% liquidity. Here's the problem. A money market is safe and liquid, but offers almost zero yield. Mutual funds and ETFs are liquid with upside potential, but aren't safe. A carefully selected next-generation index annuity through IQ Wealth may offer 10% ample liquidity, principal protection, and a lifetime income yield potentially double to triple that of quality bonds. By yielding more income using fewer dollars, our system allocates more money for you for capital growth. It's a winning combination.
Call leading annuity authority Steve Jurich now, 480-902-3333. Guarantees rely on the claims-paying ability of the insurer, so compare with Steve, 480-902-3333. Call Steve now.
A Numbers Game features longtime radio personality Gil Alexander, who takes you on an insider's tour through the numbers and the world of analytics, featuring interviews from today's top insiders and Gil's own takes based on his understanding of sports and betting in an entertaining and comfortable fashion. Catch A Numbers Game with Gil Alexander, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. on Arizona Sports Betting Station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today's Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Just Tips his great shirt, Jeffrey. Going to get one of those myself. Yes, wearing the light sleeper shirt, Fish Tanks band. When the wife and I saw him at the Yucca Tap Room, we both got one of these T-shirts. It was a lot of fun, and they are a great band. But Just the Tip says, I got to get one of my own, you know. And he says, you've come a long way from a family that couldn't afford a lot of letters. And you're right. Yeah. You're right. We were too poor for the extra vowel in the name Jeffrey. Appreciate that. All right. So we got to get this out of the way. We're running out of time here. So I want to get this from Against the Spread. Everybody pay attention. This is how you make some money. Okay. Against the Spread says, here are my college football picks. This doesn't hurt your feelings, does it, Harris?
No, not at all. I'd love to see if I agree. Yeah.
He says, I like Illinois to cover -2 at Duke. The Illini have a veteran team with excellent depth. Brett Bielema will also finally give birth to that baby calf he's got in his stomach. My upset of the week is Kansas to beat Missouri on the money line. Daniels is back to form at quarterback, and the 6-year starter has plenty of experience. Missouri has a new quarterback and many new personnel. I like ASU -6 to cover because Mississippi State is terrible at home. As a home underdog, they are 1-9 ATS in their last 10 matchups as a home dog.
Yeah, last year was rough for them. I just think they're improved this year. Like year one, a lot of new guys. So that D-line's big and talented at least. So that's why I picked State.
Against the spread, likes Michigan to cover +6 at Oklahoma, and they might win because their new quarterback is legit,
right?
And the roster is stacked. Iowa State also has the better quarterback, and Iowa plays limited possession football. You can't count on Iowa to throw the ball to sustain drives. Iowa State wins that game. I've lost my place. Watch out for South Florida. Their defense is legit, and their quarterback is dual threat. If the Gators can't hit on all cylinders on offense, they'll be in trouble.
Wow. So the South, I don't know if he bet on South Florida, but the South Florida love, because I'm taking Florida. And Michigan, we agree on. And Illinois, we also agree on. I lean Illinois covering against Duke. But Dorian Mensah is really good. So that game is going to be close. Two really similar teams.
Randy, hold on a second, Harris. Randy and I have to talk. Hey, Randy.
Yes, yes.
Should we tell him where we disagree? Is that too much?
I think it is. Yeah,
all right.
It is.
It's too much? We should tell him that.
I think it's I
feel like he has a right to know what we disagree with.
All right. I'm
going to tell him.
All right, go ahead. All right. Yeah,
we disagree with your mustache, Harris.
Really?
We'll take the under on it.
Take the under on it?
Yeah, we're going to take the under on your mustache.
What book are you using? Is it Ralph?
The book of Shave Your Stupid Face. I don't know why I just cracked myself up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1918, the national anthem was sung for the first time at a sporting event in the middle of the 7th inning, Game 1 of a 1918 World Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago Cubs at Comiskey Park. Series was won by Boston 4-2 and is the only World Series held entirely in September because of the outbreak of World War I. Back to me, Jeffrey. A lot of history in just that one.
A lot of history. Yeah.
Good one, Big George.
Wonder if anybody booed there.
That's the beginning of the 7th inning stretch right there.
Yeah. Wow. And I guess they moved the national anthem to the beginning of the game at some point.
The only World Series played in September too. That's interesting.
Kind of wondering when did they move that, the World Series? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
when they moved it.
Yeah, like when in the year did they decide to move that?
Back in the
which year did they move it to where it played into October?
I think they only had 124 games back in the day. Maybe not even that.
It was also always after that played in October. So I don't know exactly. I think they just moved it because of the war. I don't think there was any other reason. It wasn't naturally played in September. So I don't know.
I know they played a significantly shorter schedule back in the day.
Yeah, they did.
So what do you do if somebody steals a package off your porch? I've never been porch pirated, but I think my tea has been stolen.
Well, I think what you should do is go get in your truck and scour the neighborhood until you find this.
No. They took
on
a
every
picture
door.
of it. Here's the picture. The driver took the picture. It's on the porch. That is the right place.
Yes.
And then, but then when we went out there, the bag was gone. So, am I responsible for this, or does Amazon pay for this, or am I just out of like $36 worth of tea?
I think you'll have to check with Amazon, but I think you're out $36 in tea.
Son of a bitch. I'm running out. I'd like the tailors, the British tailors of Harrogate. I like the Assam tea, but to make my wife giggle, I call it Assam tea. Give me some out of Assam tea, would you? And it's like really high caffeinated, and there were like 6 boxes in that damn bag.
Not anymore.
Well, I'm never going to find it. I don't know why they would steal that and not the other stuff. Feel like they would stole other stuff too, unless they were just in a hurry.
Yeah. I've never had my package. Amazon packages stolen before.
Sir Drives a Lot says Amazon usually covers the porch pirates.
Oh,
Ooh.
well, maybe.
I mean, they have the money. You could, if you have a Ring camera or something, you could use like face recognition.
That's a good point. I should go check.
Yeah,
because I have the date. Swave Dave says, Jeffrey, I think the monsoon swept your tea away.
It's a good
Or
point.
the dingo ate it. Dingo ate my tea.
Dingo ate your tea.
Moist One says, put a big package full of dookie on the porch.
Oh.
You know,
there
if-
oftentimes is.
If you could read all of Moist One's things, would this show still be?
No.
We'd be on Sirius XM.
Yeah.
There you go. That's Cardinal Art saying, just bought a shirt from yard sale. Triple H, you got to rep your school, kid.
Hey, man, I'm rooting for him over the weekend.
All right, guys, we'll see you Monday at 3 p.m. It's Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Good night.
Get all the insights and information